this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the sink to develop your print. At each sink, there are 2 sets of trays. I've already got the chemicals into one set here. But there is a second set, so if a lot of people are developing, you can go ahead and fill up both sets. Each of them are labeled with the chemical that goes in them. And again, everything is set up from left to right. So there's developer, stop bath, and then fixer. So as you're filling up these trays, you'll take it over to the chemical container, and again, make sure that you are putting the correct chemical into the correct tray so that nobody gets them mixed up. And you just flip up the lever, the little nozzle there, kind of like a water spout on a water cooler. And you're only going to need maybe about ½ an inch of the chemical in the tray, just enough so that it covers the photo when you put your photo into the tray itself. So I wanted to just go ahead and show you how to fill that up, but I already have a set of trays filled up here to use. There's also a set of tongs for each of the trays. These are also labeled, so just make sure you're keeping everything straight. The developer tong obviously goes with the developer tray. You can either set it in there like that at the corner, or you can kind of clip it on the side here if you like. Either way, just so that it's clear to everybody who is, using this set of trays, that they know which tongs go with that tray, okay, and can easily find them. You want to try to keep them out of the chemicals, keep them from falling into the chemicals. So just try to keep that handle out so that doesn't happen. So we have our trays filled up. We have our tongs out with the trays. You can also go ahead and get the water turned on and the timer started. So with the water, just turn on the cold knob. Cold is on the right. Just a little bit, just until you hear the water start in the water wash. So the water wash is this box sitting on the counter here, and you'll hear the bubbles kind of start in there when you turn that on. Don't turn the water on full force, okay? Just turn it on enough for it to be running in there. And that's going to help wash your print when it's all finished through the chemicals. Also, there's a timer at each sink. And to get that started, you're just going to push the metal hand. There's basically a second hand, which is this one here, and a minute hand. The middle minute hand has a little piece kind of sticking out towards you, so you can kind of grab onto it to push it over a little bit. You'll notice that the time counts down. I'm going to go ahead and turn this water off so it's not noisy. You'll notice that the time counts down. It goes backwards. It goes counterclockwise, so that you can keep track of your time and basically count it down. So when you get this started, basically just move the minute hand a little bit towards the 55, and that will have it go the entire class bell. That second hand will just keep going around and around. When you're keeping track of your time, when you put your print in the tray, it's best if you start with the timer, the second hand at the 0 or the 30, just so that it makes it easier to keep track of the time itself. Okay, so that is all we need to do to get set up. Now we're ready to develop our print.